Welcome, everybody. We got to put on the Facebook Live too here a minute. So here we go. We're getting ready to go. Welcome, everybody, to the Freedom with Fuzzy. Freedom with Fuzzy show as we just blow off steam, really. So we just blow some steam off and have a good time doing it. And I just want to remind us again, the whole reason about this podcast is holding the Republican Party accountable for what took place on November's election 2020. Holding them accountable. Now, the rule of today, we're going to stay with basketball. I think the other night Monday night we did basketball. We're going to stay with basketball, and that is the screen. What you're trying to do with a screen is you're trying to impede a defensive player so that you can try to create an opening or an advantage for the offense to score a basket. So a screen is illegal action by a player who, without causing contact, delays or prevents an opponent from reaching or to a desired position. So a screener sets its place. So first of all, there's a cylinder. Your legs can't be wider than your shoulders. You know what I mean? There's a cylinder we all live in out there, and the cylinder is your screening motion, and you got to be the one not causing contact. All right, if you cause contact, that's an illegal screen. A lot of people miss that stuff. The best one is when they get there first, and then they stick that knee out or that hip or whatever. They stick that knee or hip out, you know? Well, that's an illegal screen because they just cause contact. And so that's what a lot of people miss them out there. I call a lot of illegal screens. My buddies know. I call a lot of them. That's when I'm in the center. So in basketball, there's three officials. There's a lead, there's a trail, there's a center. In the center, my primary area is wherever the ball isn't, to be honest with you. And I love the frickin' illegal screens, man. These kids set these things. It's like, bam, no, illegal. Going this way, you're pointing the other direction. And it's just a great call. So, but that's what's taking place right now with us in our society is we're being screened illegally. This is getting so bad. I can't hardly even take it anymore. Listen to these people talk. I was even listening, even the straight shooters we agree with. Even the ones we agree with, they're just like, nobody's asking the hard questions. Why all of a sudden, have you noticed that all of a sudden none of these news media or talkers or show hosts or whatever, their so-called our friends, talking about this fraudulent election anymore? Nobody's even bringing that up no more. Nobody says, well, we still don't know for sure what happened on the election in November of 2020. We don't know. And I sat here and I listened to him and Sean Spicer today. I got a blow penalty. Sean Spicer, 5-yard penalty for face masking. Talking says, well, what about the new border person nominated by Biden? You know what I mean? talking about Harris, the VP. And he's like, the guy's talks is like, it's irreversible. I can't understand it. I don't know why they do it. I don't get it. What in the world these guys are thinking? Where were you people January 6th? Where were you? See, that's my reminder to these people. That's what we got to, shove down their throats is where were you January 6th? Am I the only guy in the whole world that's seen this coming? Am I the only one? Are you freaking kidding me? These so-called leaders we got in freaking Washington, D.C. didn't realize the Democrats were telling the truth, that exactly what they said they are doing. And now everybody's like, well, gun control's not going to pass. Are you freaking kidding me? You guys aren't even freaking paying attention to what's going on, what these people are freaking doing. The filibuster is going to be ended. You guys know that. Freaking Joe Manchin from West Virginia, 900 billion yard penalty on that guy. That guy's weak as they come. The filibuster is going to end. The Democrats have power in every freaking chamber of Congress from the president on down. And you guys think it ain't going to pass? Oh, my God. Oh, my freaking God. Somebody's got to stand up and tell the damn truth. Somebody's got to stand up. Look at Biden. Biden finally had his first conference, right, or news conference or whatever, and he finally come out and talked. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself a little bit as he's talking. I'm just thinking, he looks so weak, and so fragile. He looks so weak and fragile, and all these other people are picking on his health condition or whatever the case is. Maybe he's mentally unstable. I don't know, but I was just looking at his attitude. His attitude is very meek, and very freaking weak, and if I knew for sure that I won the president of the United States, dude, I'd be strong and proud. Joe Biden is a complete picture of somebody who knows he lost and is standing there as somebody's freaking guide. The guy is weak. I don't even care what he said during the speech. I was just looking at his manner. He's just like, every other host, everybody's picking on his mental condition, whatever. I don't really know. I'm not a doctor. We can make fun of people. I mean, I like doing that, to be honest with you. I really like make fun of people. Don't ask Ann. Don't ask her. Because, man, it's like my specialty, really. I learned it from my buddy Scott. Scott used to pick on people bad. And I think he rubbed off a little bit. I got to freaking rub that. I've got through to Sean Hannity twice. I take it back. Not to Sean Hannity. I called the Sean Hannity show, and his secretary talked to me twice. And I'm like, she's always like, what do you want? My question is, why is Sean Hannity blaming the Democrats for what's going on? That was really my question. I think that's a pretty good question. And they're like, well, what do you mean? They're the ones doing it. Well, I understand they're the ones doing it, but they said they were going to do it. And then you bring all these freaking Republicans on and you rub oil on their back and massage their thigh muscles. Come on, hold these people accountable, for God's sakes. And then, of course, I don't get through any further than that. I'm just, and it happened twice. And I'm on the way home from work the other day, and I'm listening to the Sean Hannity show, and I realized I agree with Sean Hannity a lot. Just so, we agree a lot. We do. We do. But you got to agree 100% with Sean Hannity to talk to Sean Hannity, because these people are just up there freaking rubbing his feet and washing his shoes, and oh, would you like black polish or brown polish, Mr. Hannity? Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Nobody wants to call these people out. These Republican people stabbed us, man. They killed us. And they sit there and pretend it matters. Look at freaking Mitch McConnell today. He started, just as soon as he started talking, I just turned it off. I can't take it. These people lie. They're snakes. They threw a smoke screen to get Donald Trump to frickin' stand behind him on their re-election. And then when it was over, they kicked their knee out for an illegal screen and we're all frickin' tripping and dying. This is who these people are. And we want to vote for them. It's like somebody told me today, so Joe Biden during a speech said there may not even be a Republican Party in 4 years. Something in that matter, give or take a couple words. Well, you know, he's probably right if you think about it. He's probably freaking right. There ain't going to be one. These people are so weak, it's disgusting. Chattanooga, shoe shine boy. I mean, it's just disgusting how weak these people are. They're so weak. Well, I mean, now we got to point the finger back. We keep voting these idiots back in. We do. We keep voting them in over and over and over and over and over. I mean, my God, I understand why people just vote Democrat. I mean, I understand it. It's just easy. These Democrats, they're going to freaking look in the eye, stab you in the throat, cut your neck off. I mean, at least you know this. At least you already know that's going to take place. I just vote Democrat, Democrat, Democrat. And I talk to people, I just vote Democrat, been doing it my whole life. Well, I understand now. These Republican people are so spineless. They are so weak. It's just, I mean, it's just sickening, man. You got very few people on our side, you know, in Washington, D.C. I mean, very few. We could probably look at the two Republican Party, might have been two, but there's at least two that voted for the new gun law, right? Or the new voting rights, H.R. 1. The lady from frickin' Alaska and Susan Collins. 300-yard penalty, because I think Donald Trump put up 300 miles of wall. So you get a 300-yard penalty because we're stopping the border crisis that apparently Biden says is Trump's fault. Well, I don't know. We increased by 60-some% since last year. I don't know how that can be freaking Trump's fault. I mean, and people buy into this stuff. When they I mean, all the questions to Biden were just, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we got nobody. We have absolutely nobody. I've been listening to Dial and listen to people tell you the truth, and I'd continue to listen to everybody telling you the truth. That's the absolute gospel. But we don't have anybody who's going to stand. We got nobody standing up. We got nobody calling these people out no more. We got absolutely nobody. We got nobody. It's just sickening listening to these people, man. It's like, call somebody out. Call them freaking out. And they lie to us. They all do. They all do. They're all, oh, I can't believe Democratic Party is being like this. I mean, you know, no way are we going to vote to, you know, suspend this law. And they just vice versa themselves. They just, I know, I'm worked up on that issue right there, I think. I'm worked up just a little bit because, first of all, everybody wants their butts kissed. You know what I mean? Everybody wants their freaking butts kissed. It's just freaking disgusting. It's like, you know what? I'm not kissing anybody's butt. It's like, you know, I'm getting ready for umpiring, baseball, softball, and I'm like, this is my rate. This is what I charge. Well, you ain't going to get no games. Well, I don't really care. I'm not kissing nobody's butt no more. Umpires out there, man, they got to buy uniforms. They got to travel. They got to freaking look good. They got to freaking practice. They got to know the rules. It's like a career out there. They're worth every freaking penny. If you can freaking get a hold of them, a good one, they're worth every penny. And do they like to have fun? Well, yeah. But it's just, we don't have to kiss nobody's butt. That's what everybody's doing out there right now. Every news anchor I listen to is just kissing everybody's butt. Sean Hannity had a fill-in today. I forget the guy's name. And it just, the questions. Well, what do you think, Joe Biden, about, you know, accusing Trump about the border? I cannot believe he would do that. Don't you? It's just the same stuff over and over and over. It's kind of like my show right here, just repetitive. But it's just like heartbreaking because we got nobody. We don't have anybody. They all threw freaking screens up, and then when we went by, they freaking hit us with their knee and freaking stuck their hip out on our freaking side. They freaking laid us out with an illegal screen, man, and it's just frustrating right now. It really is, because we know the truth. We know the absolute truth, and so do they. Everybody does, but nobody's talking about it no more. You know, it's like I read this news article. Donald Trump failed to get his voters to agree with the vaccine. That's what the news article said. Donald Trump failed to get his voters to agree with the vaccine. No, Donald Trump didn't fail. Donald Trump's voters, we're all free thinkers. We think for ourselves. Donald Trump doesn't have no spell on us. Donald Trump just awoke us to what was happening, and he woke us up to what's going on in America, and we're all free thinkers. We're all absolute free thinkers. Some of us will get the vaccine, some of us won't. I don't care. I don't care what you do. I'm sure you don't care what I do. And they try to cast the blame on Donald Trump because we think for ourselves. We're not little freaking goats and followers like the other side of the world. The educated morons, as I would say. Just little followers, just to freaking do whatever they say to do. No, we're not that way. That's why they try to pass this freaking news thing out. Donald Trump failed. No, he didn't fail. You know, he don't have no spell on us. We just know the truth. The truth ain't a spell. The truth is freaking the truth. And we got to chase it all down. We got to go get it because I'm telling you, we don't have nobody. I've been turning my freaking radio channels fast as I can turn, trying to find somebody that'll say, well, what about this last election? You know what I mean? Can we at least look back at this last election? Can we please open up the voting machines? Can we please count the votes? Can we please check signatures? Is there anybody in Washington, D.C. that has the backbone to say, can we please? We already know Democrats don't want it because they already know they cheated. Did Joe Biden get 80 million votes? Maybe. He might have got 80 million votes. It just wasn't 80 million people that freaking put the votes in. I mean, we're such a spiral downhill, man. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure you're all aware of the spiral downhill that's taking place right now in America. I mean, there's stuff coming at us I don't think any of us are aware of. And our Republican people that we vote in year after year after year are going to look at it like, oh, I had no idea they were going to be like this. I had no idea. I really had no idea. I can't believe it's really irresponsible that they would act like this. See, that's what they're going to say. But we all know what the Democratic Party is. And that's what I said before. The Republican Party could have been our Declaration of Independence on January 6th. That's where I want to know where they were. I want to know where all these people that are coming out of the woodwork right now, blaming Democrats, freaking coming after the Democrats for what's going on, saying, I can't believe. I want to know where they were January 6th. Rand Paul included. Where were you January 6th? Well, no, instead of the Declaration of Independence, January 7th, they became our political 9/11, and they buried themselves. And we can't forget that. The Republican Party dug their own graves. We have to bury them. We have to get new people in there. We have to get these people out. I don't care about limits, term limits. Let's just vote them out. Let's just vote them out. I mean, it's like, it's just tiring. And now, and it's you and I. It ain't listen to all these people. Listen to all the great hosts. Listen to a lot of the hosts. We're on the same side, dude. I mean, honestly, our mindsets are on the same side, except for the fact that we're freaking just I got a phone call. I gotta turn it off. All right. I'll get it back to the phone call. But we just gotta stay focused here because we're on the right side. We are on the right side. I know it's hard. Listen, I know it's hard. I know it's hard to freaking stand your ground sometimes. I know it's hard to freaking when people are just coming at you, but we are on the right side. Why? Because we love each other. Love is what keeps us together. Oh, there's a song in that, actually. Now I think about it. There's a song. I don't know how it goes, but I think it'd be a good song. Well, we're on the right side. We really are. And a lot of people in the media are on the right side too. They're on our side, but they're just not calling anybody out. All of a sudden, the election's gone. All this, I mean, they're like they're forgetting stuff. They're like they're letting go of. I'm not letting go. We were robbed in November of 2020. And I want to know why. I mean, I know why. I take it all back. I already know why. They want to destroy America. Is why. We already figured that part out. But I want to know why the Republican Party sat down like a bunch of babies, asking for some milk. I mean, what a bunch of weaklings. And that's a penalty on them. And this is Fuzzy, over and out.